Hey guys, it's Strudel here. Today we're going to be drawing a bunch of pride designs. They could be sticker designs, they could be anything. You could put them on a shirt. You can take these designs and do whatever you want with them. I would just like a little bit of credit. You could just put my channel name in the bottom of whatever. I don't know. But these are just some designs. This first one I saw on a shop. When me and my friend were gonna get donuts, we were walking around and we saw this shop with pride designs on it, and it had a flower, and the flower had a pride flag in each petal, and it was really cute. So that is what I'm drawing, and here I'm just cleaning up the edges of these petals because I used a symmetry thing because I didn't like the way it looked. But yeah, and now we are giving the little flower a smiley face because I don't know, smiley face. And now I am matching out colors for the lesbian flag and starting on these stripes. And trying to use my line tool, but it is not working out very well. Clearly. So I'm just freehanding it and drawing in these stripes very badly. They're not very good. And then I'm cleaning up anywhere where I drew outside of the lines. And now I'm bringing in a picture so that I can match the colors of the flags more accurately. And now we are working on the gay men's flag, getting all of our colors. Man, I'm really hungry. Anyways, now we're cleaning up the edges, making sure everything looks nice, and we're on to the bisexual flag, coloring in all of these stripes. Just, I really like that blue. That blue is really pretty. And now we're cleaning up the edges again. I don't know, this whole process is just like over and over and over and repeat and repeat. I don't know, but now we're on to the trans flag. Oh, it's hard too, dude. So many things wrong with me. Anyways, and now we're on to the queer flag. There's so many different colors, and I don't want to do it. I'm having a rage fit over this. So now we're just matching all the colors and drawing all these stripes very unproportionately. I think that's the word, right? And then realizing that I'm running out of room because I drew those top stripes so big. Literally, look at how much space I have for the black stripe. It's not a lot of space. That's literally a sliver of space. And then I'm cleaning it up, realizing that I did a terrible job. So we're just fixing that up a little bit, giving everybody a little bit more room, cleaning up the edges again. And beautiful, so Sigma, so Slay. Now we're on to the intersex flag. It is quite easy to draw, I'm gonna say. You just fill it in yellow and do a purple circle. And now for the asexual flag, we are, I yawned. Just coloring the stripes. And I have to be very careful since now I have another flag right next to it. It's boxed in, and now we're just cleaning up the edges, getting rid of that picture in the middle, cleaning up the background and putting text, love for all, picking a good font. Now we're on to, we gotta clean up the edges. And now we're on to the next sticker design thing, Taste the Rainbow. Now this one probably isn't original. I'm sure a lot of people think of this. I just think it's really funny. And I'm attempting to draw the rainbow so that it'll connect from the T to the W. But I'm not doing a very good job. And I'm trying to use a circle tool, and so it just looks weird. And now I'm trying to draw more stripes, but it just looks bad. So I'm getting rid of the text momentarily, duplicating it, copy and pasting it, coloring it a different color, and then morphing it to fit. And then I'm doing yellow, and same thing over and over and over, just morphing it to fit and fixing everything up, erasing the edges, and then, then, you know, I'm doing whatever this is. I don't know why I erase it so many different times. Now we are coloring it green, fitting it to the rainbow, and somehow it's behind the text now. And now same thing with the blue. The edges are very tiny, and the top is very big, but I don't know. I guess that's just how it is. Hey, don't be dirty-minded with that. And now we are shortening it, turning it purple, morphing it to fit, and then cleaning up the edges. Nice. And then, you know, just fixing up anything that needs to be fixed. And then coloring in the background, coloring the rainbow letters. And then I realized that I want to do clouds. But the clouds have to be above the rainbow and below the letters. But since everything is on one page, it just looks bad. And so I'm realizing that I have to undo all of my work so that the clouds can be above the rainbow but below the letters. So, you know, just doing the whole thing again with all the stripes and morphing it to fit, you know. And then we're just cleaning it up a little bit, making sure it looks all nice and neat. And then we add the text back just for a second. And now we are working on the clouds, drawing very horrible drawings until I get out the circle tool. And I'm drawing circles now, and, you know, for the clouds, so that we have nice and neat and pretty clouds. I feel like my voice sounds weird. Like, do you hear that? I don't know. It's like 9:30 in the morning. Maybe I should get some water. But anyways, I'm just erasing the excess lines and the clouds, and then realizing I didn't like it, so I'm doing it with a smaller eraser. Tasty water. And just cleaning it up, you know, and then filling it in white. And now we're doing the same thing with the other cloud. Just getting rid of the stripes because it'd be too much to fill. And I don't know, the fill tool does the fill tool does some weird things. So I'm just getting rid of those stripes, filling it in, and then copy and pasting it all onto one page. And now, this saying I found on a video, and I thought it was really funny. It was cool, you know. It was this girl who does skits, and, you know, like the Sephora girl who does skits. And it was Pride Month, and she had makeup on, and, you know, it was a skit, and, like, this woman comes up to, like, cash out or whatever, check out, and she's like, ugh, you know what's wrong with this country? You guys, the rainbow cult that's poisoning America. And I was like, that's really funny, so I stuck with that for, like, a long time, and now I've included it into the sticker. But now I'm working on the diagonal, more triangular stripes, you know, just with my line tool. And then I'm changing the background to gray, realizing I don't like it. Then changing it to purple so that I can see the white stripes. And then realizing I did it on the wrong slide. Now we're just filling everything in, cleaning it up, and then working on the intersects, which is pretty easy again. Now I'm just fitting up my circle tool to the size of the circle, realizing I did it on the wrong slide again. And then now we're just cleaning up the edges of the stripes, and then pasting it all onto one thing, and then that is all of our stickers. Design things, you can have them, but please credit me. Anyways, that's all for today. Have a great day. Bye.